Friday. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Honorable Herunga.
Yeah, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I support the proposal.
Thank you. Honorable Narusep.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Good afternoon, esteemed members of the National Assembly. I am also rising to support the pronouncements by our Speaker that regulates the session to continue until Friday. And I want it to be put on record accordingly. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Honorable Lucato.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for the platform. Number one, I was not part and parcel of the meeting which took place. That's number one. Secondly, I just want to inform this House that the chief whips, they are leaders of various political parties. And this committee, this forum, is being taken very simple because we don't, why must this committee be chaired by the Speaker or Deputy Speaker? Because it was supposed to be a rotation, rotate with the other, so that all chief whips, they should have access to chair that forum, not only Speaker or Deputy Speaker. Yeah, the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker, there's time to chair this forum, but this forum should be recognized. So as I was not party and parcel of the meeting, I don't have to say something because you see, when it comes to the invitations, it should be also taken serious that the invitations, including submitting of invitation letter to the officers, not only on the platform. What more if we were busy with other bench meetings, and then we were not aware of that such meeting? I so submit this, Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Honorable Somaeb.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Speaker. As a chief whip of UDF, and being part of the meeting that was held yesterday, we almost stayed for 3 hours just to reach a consensus as a delegate from the party, from different parties. And honestly, I thought that each and every chief whip is supposed to go back to his house and inform the party members accordingly. What prompted us to come up with a decision to sit up to Friday, and what are the priorities that prompted us? So, in my case, I have consulted. I can be heard by the House. I don't need to be addressed people that is outside. At least you can see me in the House. So I have consulted my president, and he agreed for us to extend it up to Friday. So there is an agreement.
Thank you. Honorable Samukwa.
Honorable Speaker, we all agree. Listen, I haven't finished. Yeah, we all agree and know that our work here, we are behind schedule. And I remember one of the members here some weeks ago suggesting that we should extend the time so that we can finish the work. And because we are going into recess now, we should look at these things. I also want to suggest that we mustn't take too long on this decision. I think I would suggest that we maybe vote on this issue and then we continue with the business because it's eating on our time. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Honorable members, I see there are 5 people on the list. but there are differing views, and there is a call for us to take a decision through a vote. Is that seconded? Yeah. No, honorable members, there is a call for a division. I'm now asking for comments on that one. Yeah, on that call for a division.
Yeah, there was I want to sit and observe and follow the discussion. There was a submission and intervention by Honorable Hengari, which is also in line with what you have indicated earlier, that the motion will eventually have to be moved. So I'm just trying to sit and follow what exactly is going on, because procedurally we are voting on what? On an announcement? So I mean, and that's why it's really, we must take ourselves seriously. You can always get whatever you want, but at least the institution integrity must remain. So the Speaker announced on the basis of what her office have done. Yeah, and she indicated that eventually a motion, we must do things procedurally. Think of just bulldozing things, even unconstitutional.
Yeah, honorable member,
So
that it is not also necessary for you to talk
fine.
like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
you cannot call people's attention to the need to comply with the rules, but you are conducting yourself contrary to the provision of the rules.
so Speaker, I'm saying it's just that let's move procedurally and methodically. Yeah. So the motion has been raised, the intervention has been raised that it's not whether you want to agree with this one or is a manner in which how we are conducting this exercise.
Yeah, honorable members, what I want to emphasize, and you remind me of this every day, the presiding officer doesn't take decisions on issues that are brought to this house. The presiding officer only enforces the rules. And that is why when the presiding officer was approached with that proposal, the presiding officer used the authority that she has under the rules to consult with the chief whips and invited them to that meeting so that she can facilitate for the whips to conduct an engagement amongst themselves. That's the first thing. Secondly, the authority of the rules is recognized, that the decisions are taken in this house. Now you are in this house, some of you are suggesting that we agree, some of them are saying, no, we must move a motion. That is an issue for you to decide. I cannot, after a person has moved, that we should divide the house. I can't say I'm not dividing the house. You see, that's where the problem is, because I don't have a power to do that in terms of the rules. But you can say, Honorable Speaker, we are speaking the same voice, but can you allow us 15 minutes during tea break to consult as chief whips? Then you can convince each other. If you decide that you have agreed that we are not going to go for the vote, then I will not call for the vote. If you decide that you will put the matter for decision, then I will do that. But I cannot, after a member has said, I move for the division of the house. Yes, I cannot do that. So the only thing that I can do is to defer a ruling, and during the tea break of 15 minutes, the members can consult, and after that, you let me know what the outcome of your consultation is, and then I'll make a ruling. So decided. Yeah, so decided, honorable member. Now, the next issue that I also announced, honorable members, is the nominations of members to the Security Commission. As I indicated, we are entitled to nominate only 2, but there are now 11 nominations that have been received, and I have read the names of those nominations. Now, I would like to put this matter to the House. It is up to the House to decide whether you want to discuss here, reach a consensus, or you want to vote, or you want to refer it to another platform to reduce that number to the 2 that we would then agree upon in this House, so that preferably before the House rises, so that the Constitution can be, the Commission can be fully constituted. So now I'm inviting the input from the members on this issue, these names that have been announced. I see the list, Honorable Ita.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, honorable members. I rise to support the motion of dividing the House in terms of
Honorable members.
Honorable Speaker, there are two
Yes,
thoughts
you
on the
are
floor.
protected.
Two
Yes,
thoughts
you
on the
are
floor.
protected.
Honorable Speaker, there are two thoughts on the floor.
Yeah.
Whether we should sit on Friday or not. Therefore, now
Allow the honorable member to finish talking. Allow the honorable member.
Now,
I know I can guide and I will do so. You see,
now
what you are doing now will be as wrong as whatever. No. The honorable member has the floor. I can't even make out what he's saying because I'm
no, Honorable Speaker, I rise to support to call for the division so that we can sit on Friday. The motion was put forward and then I'm just standing to support it. Thank you.
Thank you, honorable member. Honorable member, I had proposed that I have taken note of the notice of the proposal to divide the House, and I have deferred the ruling pending consultations during the break, of 20 minutes. Now, when we come here, if you don't reach a consensus, then I'll be forced to follow through with the call for the division of the House. Because now there are two people. Yes, Honorable Naruseb, is it? Honorable Naruseb?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Madam, I am standing to confirm the nominations from the SWAPO party. That is Honorable Paula Popper and Honorable Nico Somaip. Any other name that would appear and have a bearing of SWAPO has got no standing. So submit.
Yes. Honorable members, thank you. Yes, honorable member, thank you very much. Actually, when we come towards a decision on this issue, I will have to request the members whose names appear here to confirm their acceptance of the nominations. Yeah? So I think that will be the first thing that we will do. And then they will get the secondment if there is no consensus, and then they get the secondment. If there is no consensus, then we have to proceed to the voting if the matter is not deferred. So, but I take note of the point of Honorable Naruseb. Now I'm following the list. Honorable Ampanda, because we now have to agree on the principles before we deal with the list. And I just would like 1 minute each, please. Yeah. Honorable Ampanda, you have the floor.
Yes. Honorable Speaker, you have read my name. I'm one of the candidates. But in the interest of democracy, effectively, what has actually happened is a decampaigning of a candidate. Effectively.
What point are you raising on now, Honorable? Is it?
The same point that Honorable Naruseb rose on.
No, that's not an answer to the speaker. Otherwise I will ignore your intervention as if it was not made, Honorable.
Yes. So
I need to understand what point you are raising.
You invited input on a subject at hand.
Yes.
So I'm simply just saying, I'm rising to say two things. Because obviously it was indicated and you said you noted. I was not going to rise. You said you noted what he said. He said he confirmed the two nominations. If there's any other nomination with a bearing of SWAPO, it has no standing. Meaning, if there's anybody from SWAPO who's nominated, they have no standing. Of course, SWAPO can decide to do A. So SWAPO can decide to do all these things. Now Now, SWAPO can decide.
You have 1 minute, honorable member.
Yes, SWAPO can decide to
Each
do whatever it
intervention,
is.
1 minute.
Yes, SWAPO can
you set
decide.
the time, Secretary.
SWAPO can decide to do whatever it is that they want, but the principle is basically means that we would then need to give an opportunity for candidates in the climate of being decampaigned to also be able to campaign.
Member,
that's one.
no.
Number two, you ask how do we proceed? I mean, decisions of the Assembly are taken by resolution of the Assembly in terms of the Constitution. And that cannot, unfortunately, be delegated to any committee. So
no, it can. So yes, we can take decision. We can refer.
Can I finish with my view, Speaker?
Yes, please. Just
then, if you disagree, it's also okay.
Yeah, yes.
So the resolution would ultimately be that of the Assembly, and we've done these things before, and we hope, Mayor Esther, you already have that box in your office, eh? Those boxes of those ballots. Mayor Esther is already preparing those ballots so that the resolution of our Assembly.
Okay, honorable member, your time is up now. Yeah. So you made 2 points, but the first one now I did not get clear. Did you say you withdraw your name or you are on? You are a nominee. You are nominated. Just that part. That's what I didn't get.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. It's unfortunate that you will not be able to vote for me. There has been no withdrawal whatsoever.
Okay, fine.
So I'm waiting for those ballots.
Very good, very good.
To appear.
Now take. That's not necessary. You have clarified. You are on the list. Now, Honorable Venani, 1 minute, please. Secretariat, set the time. I should.
Honorable Speaker, honorable members, I really want to thank my brother from APP for having shown great confidence in me in nominating me to this very important task. But as an old horse of this house, I withdraw my nomination, but sincerely thank you for the trust.
Thank you. Honorable Amtenya.
Now, Honorable Speaker, I think considering the list that you have read, and we have more than 2 names, and the Constitution, that is Article 114, Sub-Article 2, requests that Parliament, National Assembly recommends 2 names to the President. Now that we have more than 2 names, Speaker, I would like to propose that we move on to the voting so that we reduce the number to the required 2 that is needed. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. There is a proposal moved for us to go to the voting. There are 2 members on the list. Are you having contrary view? Honorable Naruseb and Honorable Lucato? Okay, then, okay. Honorable Lucato, do you hold a different view?
Yes, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. My proposal, since there is more than 2 names, I propose that according to the rules in the Constitution, the Parliament Assembly, we have to hold a secret voting through the ballot so that those who is going to nominate, they should be nominated by voting rights. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Lucato. I don't find a basis for that secret ballot. I know that when we vote, yeah, cite it under the rule, read the rule that provides for that. Because I know that there is a secret ballot for the voting of the Speaker, and that is indicated in the rule. The Honorable Member must cite the rule that says that, yeah, yes. And no, I just cite it, you may be correct, and also if you are correct, I will still also put it to the House. So just cite it. If it's not there, you can say it's not there. If it's there, you cite it, and then we proceed. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Honorable Lucato. Yes.
I think, Honorable Speaker, it's not the same, the first time
No, I just want you to help me. Refer me to the rule, please, Honorable
Yeah,
Lukato.
I'll 32. 82. 82.
Yeah? For Honorable Lukato, what is the number?
Rule 82, sub 2.
82.
Yeah, sub 2.
Oh, Rule 8, sub 2.
Rule 80, sub
Rule
2.
80, sub 2.
Sub 2, yes.
80, sub 2. When the presiding member is putting a question, no member may walk out of or across the chamber. Rule 808. Is it 08?
Yeah, yes. Rule 8.
A ruling Rule 808 sub 2. It says a ruling framed by the Speaker or Chairperson of the whole House under sub Rule 1 remains in force until it is set aside by the House, based on the recommendation of the Standing Committee on Standing Rules and Orders and Internal Arrangement. Maybe you can say which page so that I can know which rule you are.
Let us do this, Honorable Speaker. Just while you are attending to others, let us see, let me say, we need the time first so that we can do the correct things.
Thank you, Honorable.
Yes.
Point of order, Honorable Chair.
Speaker, I think there was a demand for division. Under our rules, the book that we have for standing rules, orders, and internal arrangement, there is a whole procedure when a demand for division is given. Now, under that same, if you go to Rule 151, it gives you then what must happen after that demand has been made. And here clearly, Speaker, it indicates that the table office, through the secretary, would call for those who support to stand up. It will be recorded as their vote. Those who do not support to stand up, it will be recorded. It is not given that there should be secret ballot. I think with that, Speaker, we must move now because we have asked for a division so that we can start voting, Speaker. Thank you very much.
Very good. Thank you. Now, having said that, I just want to do one last task. I just would like to do one last task. I would want, honorable members, Honorable Venani has withdrawn his candidature. I have not received, I don't see Honorable Mushelenga here, who is nominated, and I have not received a confirmation of him accepting the nomination. Now, I would like to call on the following members to confirm, and then I will call the, no, honorable members, you don't have the floor. Honorable Ampanda has even confirmed he has accepted. So, Honorable Thomas is not here. So I take it we received a letter from him. So he's confirmed. Honorable Lukato, Honorable Cooper, confirm your acceptance of nomination.
Honorable Speaker, I, Paula Albertina Kuapariwa, confirm.
Very good. Honorable Nico Somaib, confirm. Yes. Honorable Venani withdrew. Honorable Mushelenga note. Honorable Ampanda, confirm. Honorable Nashinge, confirm. Yeah. Honorable Kanguru, confirmed. Honorable Klute, confirmed. Honorable Mhifikwa, confirmed. Now, having confirmed these candidates, I now call upon the front desk to please have the doors closed and the bell ringing. Wait, honorable members, before I would want to get secondments. I think Honorable Thomas, secondment of Honorable Thomas. Yeah, I will give you the floor. Let me rule. You can't interrupt the presiding officer when they are speaking. You want to be recognized, but you don't want to recognize the others. So, Honorable Festus Thomas, who is the seconder of Honorable Thomas? None. Okay, who is? Okay, Honorable Ampanda, take note, Secretariat. Honorable Lukato, who is the seconder of Honorable Lukato? Okay, please, mention your name, Secretariat, take note. Honorable Paula Cooper, The seconder of Honorable Paula Cooper. Okay. Seconder of Honorable Nico Somaib. Very good. Honorable Venani withdrew. Honorable Mshwerenga not here. Seconder of Honorable Ampanda. Okay. Seconder of Honorable Nashinge. Very good. Seconder of Honorable Kanguru. Yes. Seconder of Honorable Klute. Seconder of Honorable Mhifikwa. Okay. Now let me quickly. Yeah, just one moment, Honorable Member. 151. Yeah, okay. No, I just wanted to confirm one thing. Now, honorable members, I have in terms of Rule 151, when a division is called, the Speaker would now call for the division and ask the Secretariat to have the doors closed and bell. I'm coming, honorable members. Oh. And have the bell rang, and after the time as prescribed has passed, the vote will now take place. Now, under Rule 9, it says, or under Rule 8, a member may not enter or leave the chamber, nor move from his or her seat until after the division has been taken and votes have been counted. Then under 9, while the House is dividing, members may speak while standing to a point of order arising out of or during the division, and the Speaker can decide on that, must decide on that. So now I'm considering this request within the context of 9. And I give the members, Secretariat, please set the time. I give the members not more than 1 minute each, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people on the list, starting with Honorable Ampanda.
Honorable Speaker, the rules that make provision for a personal vote is provided for in terms of Rule 152. And obviously related to that is a vote of conscience that is also provided for in terms of our rules. So there are multiple candidates. This we have done it with we're voting, is it the chairperson of all house committee or deputy chairperson? We have done it with multiple candidates. The boxes have been prepared for that specific purpose. So that's one. Number two, it's also what has happened actually. When this conversation began, it actually necessitates that personal vote. Because for people also to be safe, given the interventions that have been made, members must feel safe without any repercussions in a democratic country.
Yes, proceed. Yes, Honorable Haikola.
Yes, Honorable Speaker, in the same sentiment, I rise on, I want to refer you to Article 46. So it says, 46(1)(a), 96 members to be elected by registered voters by direct and secret ballot. If the members here were voted using the secret ballot, so every time we must always use the secret ballot to vote for members, because you cannot allow us, there's no way we can have members voted secretly to be here, and then when we vote for them to represent outside, we have to do it openly. So please let us...
Thank you. You have made your point, honorable members. Honorable Lucato, I'll make a ruling after all of you have spoken.
Okay.
Honorable Lucato.
Thank you very much, my relative sister, Honorable Speaker. I rise on Rule 152. In this rule, it gives the parliament to vote secret. And the secret vote, it will help members not
Okay,
to...
thank you.
Yes.
You have made the point,
Okay,
Honorable
thank you.
Member.
Yeah.
Now, I would like to refer you to Rule 152, because I don't want to rule in the vacuum. I will quote the rule. The rule says, where the majority of the members present in the House, the majority, consider a motion moved that the subject of a vote must be treated as a conscience issue, the presiding officer must permit a personal vote to be held by depositing of individual secret ballots, which may be done electronically or manually. So it's not true that if one member asks, it's a secret vote, if the majority. So, if the majority, and no, I just want the members who seconds the secret vote, because I want to determine whether there is a majority. Yeah. No, honorable, honorable members, I have heard you out too. The people are repeating themselves. So I'm saying I want to get that point out of the way. So there is a secondment of a secret ballot. So now it means those who support that we must have a secret ballot, please rise. Oh, no, wait. Now we are doing a vote. So if we are doing a vote, honorable members, if we are doing a vote, we have to follow the procedure for a vote, isn't it? Yeah, ring the bell, close the doors, then we first vote on whether it is going to be. No, not you anymore. I give you, honorable member. I have given you, if I have to give anyone, I have to give a new member. I have given you more than once. Really, it's truly not fair. Yeah. I close the floor now. Only Honorable Venani, Honorable Likando, Honorable Angura. I will not give the members. I already gave on point of order. That's an argument now. Yeah. Honorable member.
Right. Honorable Speaker, this is a house of rules and procedures. I want to know from you, as a presiding officer, in your wise counsel, if this house is represented by 96 members, elected members of the National Assembly, you have 9 candidates. Technically, if each and every member scores 10, who becomes the winner? The problem when you have 9 members, it's a mathematical problem. When you have 9 members, divide by the number of voters that are in the house. For you to get a first past the post of the 2, it becomes very difficult. So the Speaker cannot lead us into a political harakiri situation where you say, let's vote secretly, each one scores 9, and what is the outcome? So for us to arrive at a majoritarian candidate, you need to do elimination. Yes, you need to do elimination. Because explain to me, 9 versus divide by 96, what is the amount, and who's going to be the two candidates winning? That we must clear as the House before we go to election.
Honorable member, no, that is your opinion.
It's not an opinion, it's a truth. It's a
Honorable Likando, I am listening to all of you. You must listen. You can't say when you don't agree, you just jeer. Honorable Likando, you have the floor. Yeah, please put the light. It's time. Yeah.
Honorable Speaker, thank you very much for the floor. Act 13 of our Constitution also alludes to the issue of the right to privacy, which should be exercised at any platform. And I want to emphasize that secret ballot voting is an act of parliament. It was enacted in this parliament. And if we are going against what was enacted in this parliament, that voting in Namibia, whether it is the composition of the National Assembly or regional council, it must be done through secret ballot. So I want us also not to forget that this secret ballot that we are pushing now is an act of parliament. Thank you very much.
So, Honorable Speaker, the very first thing I wanted to determine was, according to Rule 152, how do we determine, because it doesn't set it out there, how do we determine the majority? Because it's not set out on the rules. That's number one. Number two, logic would dictate that the vote to whether we are going to vote in secret or not should then in itself be secret, and that will create a loop. When do we determine when we are voting whether we are going to go for voting? Are we going to do it openly or by secret? Speak.
The vote on secret must also be secret.
The Speaker, I was saying the vote on secrecy itself must also be.
I heard you, Honorable Member. No, I heard you. I heard you.
Okay, yeah. I so submit.
So, yes, Honorable Members. Honorable Members, yes, Honorable Members, I must now make a ruling. Yeah, and I am ruling that the doors now be shut, the bell be rung, in order that we can vote on whether it will be a secret or not. Yeah? Secretariat, ring the bell for 2 minutes and please keep the track. Now I have, because the Rule 9 said during that period, people can make point of order. Please make it shorter. Now half a minute, Honorable Shitana. Ring the bell, Secretariat. Yeah. Yes, Rule 9 is saying that. Yes, Honorable, just go ahead. Honorable members, yes. What is happening to the mic now, Secretariat? Yeah. I don't know what is happening with the mic.
Okay, Honorable Speaker, just
yes. Say half a minute now.
Yes, just to say, when we were told to vote on secrets, it's for the safeties, right? What if I want to vote against my leader? So, because the reason of these things to be secret is for that issue.
Yes,
what will happen then?
Thank you, thank you. Honorable Mouton, 30 seconds.
So I just want to also emphasize what Honorable Shitana is saying. If Honorable Willem wants to vote for Omopanda, he already knows that his party ruled that they want those two people to vote. So we need to create a situation where you are protected in your vote in itself. We need to go to the essence of why the rule was created in the first place. What was the intention of the lawmaker?
Okay, your time is up now, Honorable Member. It's noted. Honorable, it's 1 minute 42 seconds. After, when it's 2 minutes, I now have to start with the voting. Honorable Emmanuel. When it's 2 minutes, I must start the voting.
Honorable Speaker, you would appreciate why some of us are getting increasingly frustrated in this House. It's because of the hypocrisy. It's because of the hypocrisy of this House. I respected everyone, eh? Yes.
Yes, correct.
So, Honorable Speaker,
you are protected.
These rules must not be used selectively. When we choose silence, it's not that we do not have voices, but we allow, people to express themselves. But we expect, Honorable Speaker, adherence to this rule, whether the situation favors me or it doesn't favor me. Because I believe this House can only be sustained if you, as a presiding officer, stick to this rule. Insofar as the issue at hand is concerned now, it's governed, in terms of Rule 149, read with Rule 151. And we want just you as the presiding officer to apply the rule, so we move on.
Yes, thank you, Honorable Member. Now the 2 minutes are over for ringing the bell. We are now invoking 152 to determine the, the time is up. Those in support of a secret vote, please rise. Those in support of a secret vote. Those in support, the 2 minutes are over. Honorable, the time is up, the time is up. We now have to vote. Those in support of a secret vote must rise. Those in support of a secret vote. Okay, so none. Those against the secret vote. Those against, those who want an open vote, rise. Secretariat, please do the counting. Do the counting. Honorable Member, we will count everybody who is standing. We will count everybody who is standing as supporting an open vote. Secretariat, please do the counting. Don't intimidate members. Yeah. Yeah. Secretariat, can we hurry up, please? Okay, you may take your seat. Now those who are abstaining, those who are not participating in the vote, can you rise? Those who are abstaining. Yes, abstaining about, yes, yeah. No, we are voting. You can't when people are voting. So, Honorable Member, take your seat, please. We are voting. Honorable Member, take your seat. Yeah, there is, Honorable Member, you can't move out when there is a voting. Honorable Ahub, no, close the door. So, abstention is Honorable Karonda. Secretariat, are you voting the abstentions? Are you counting the abstentions? Yeah. Okay, now please. Yeah. Those in favor of secret ballot, 0. Those against a secret ballot, 45. Those abstaining, 1. And therefore, we will vote openly. Yeah? That having been decided, Yes, honorable members, now we will proceed. We will now proceed. The honorable members would now. Yeah. Honorable members, we will now ring the bell, honorable members. Ring the bell, Secretariat. Honorable members, now those in favor. Yes, honorable member.
As far as I know, there was no formal objection. It was a mere discussion. No formal objection on what you have said, what you have put to the House. It was a mere debate and discussion. So now we have to put an objection to what you put to the House. Which is on the matter. There was no objection.
Yeah.
For what
there is no objection for what?
For what you have announced on the meeting, on the sitting of Friday.
Yeah. What I announced, Honorable Shveta, so that you can assist me. What I announced. No. Yeah. Okay. So now, honorable members, what I'm seeing here, and I need your assistance here. What I'm seeing here is that all the candidates have left except the following candidates. Honorable Paula Cooper, Honorable Nico Somaib. Those are the only two candidates that are here. And now, in terms of the rule, the presiding officer would make a ruling or put the matter to the House. Is it the understanding that in order for a member to be voted, they must be in attendance? Yeah? Is that the unanimous agreement of the House? Yeah, Honorable Amtenya, somebody is saying no?
Honorable Speaker, I just want us to check the rules very well.
Okay.
Because my understanding is that those candidates, when you read them, they confirmed and they received secondments.
Okay.
And if that has happened, they remain candidates.
Very good. Okay.
Therefore, we must move on.
Thank you. No objection to that one. Yes. So now I will proceed. Those in favor of Honorable Festus, Thomas Festus, rise. Those in favor, comrade, sit down. Yeah. Those who are in favor, we are voting now, honorable members. Those in favor of Honorable Festus, yeah, none. Those. Honorable members, I'm advised that we don't have a voting quorum. So we have voted that the vote would not be secret, so that is out of the way. But we cannot vote for the two members because we don't have a visa. So how many people are here, Secretariat? 47 is a vote. How many are we supposed to be? 49. Yeah, so we don't have a voting quorum, honorable members. So then it means we defer the vote, we are told 47. We have 47. No, only in a tie. Okay, confirm, okay. So, Secretariat, there are concerns about the accuracy of your counting. Can we count saying one, start from somewhere, so that we are sure? Start from the head. Honorable Ipumbu Shimi, start there, say one, the next one, two, and we continue like that. Yeah? We want to confirm the number. It's correct. What is correct? So yeah, so honorable members, the members are asking, they want to confirm the figure. So are we saying I should ignore that? Yeah, so that is why I'm saying, let us all, starting with the first one, say one, the next one, two. So we confirm, we get over with this process. We are making things difficult. Yeah, yeah. Yes. Honorable behind there? Yeah. Honorable.
8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Emmanuel. No, Wise. Honorable Wise. Oh, it's this side. Okay.
18.
Those who have a voting right.
25, 27.
No. Okay, 27? 28. Honorable members, let us each just mention a number. Who is 28? Honorable members, just mention your number. Don't say anything else. We are confusing the situation. There was a count already. Then we must accept the counting. The counting is saying we are. Then otherwise we start again. We are wasting time, comrades. 47. 47. So we. Who is 48, 49? No, they are counted already. So we don't have a quorum, honorable members. We are 47. So we defer the vote. We defer the vote on these members. Yeah? We don't have a voting quorum. So now the House would rise for a break of 20 minutes. Remember that there is that consultation that is to be had on the other issue, failing which we will come and vote after the tea break. Honorable Government Chief Whip. There is that issue that the Chief Whips need to consult on the extension of the House. Yes, during the tea break. If there is no agreement, we will come back here and we will vote. Yeah? So it means in the meantime, in the 20 minutes, the parties that want their members to be here must look for them to be here, so that when we come back, we can have a quorum to vote, a voting quorum. Okay? Yes? Yeah. Yes, honorable members.
Routine of business now.
No, honorable members. We finished the, okay. So now, okay, we defer the voting. We go to the routine of business. Any messages from the head of state? Petitions. Reports of standing or select committee. Reports of standing or select committee. Reports and papers. Comrades. No, man. No. Oh, I know, man. These people. Okay. Honorable Shifeta.
We never agreed on that. Give your report. Honourable Speaker, yes. I lay upon the table the following report. Report of the oversight to the Community Court in Kavango East and Kavango West regions by the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Constitutional Legal Affairs and the petitions 25 to 29 August 2025 for discussion. Secondly, a report of the stakeholder engagement consultation by the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Constitutional Legal Affairs and the petitions 21 to 25 July 2025 for discussion. Lastly, the report on the capacity building training on the review of international treaties by the Parliamentary Standing Committee, Constitutional Legal Affairs and the petition 11 to 15 August 2025 for note taking. I so move, Honourable Speaker. We never.
No, man, Chifeta. No, they are not. So now, honourable members, the House will now rise for 20 minutes. Yes. Other reports and papers? Honorable Emmanuel.
Honorable Speaker, thank you very much for the opportunity. Honorable Speaker, there was a day that I indicated in this House that I'm trying to insulate myself against directionless. The House took offense. But I want to reiterate that, Speaker, that we are all in this House collectively, and it appears we are violating our rules and internal arrangement. Honorable Speaker, I want your assistance.
On what point? Is it point of?
I'm raising on the point of privilege, Honorable Speaker.
Okay, so please assist me so that I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honorable Speaker, I want to ask as to why we are still here.
Who are you asking?
I'm asking Honorable Speaker as a presiding officer.
No questions may be directed to the presiding officer.
Honorable Speaker, why are we here?
You are out of order now to ask.
Because the House was adjourned. You adjourned the House earlier, Honorable Speaker.
I adjourned the House earlier. No.
Before the break, Honorable Speaker, we were seized with a business item. It did not continue for lack of operational requirements. Why are we in a form that we are?
We are in routine of business. You can't ask me that question. I'm
asking Honorable Speaker because...
No, in terms of the rules, questions may be posed to chairpersons of committees and ministers, not to the Speaker, why we are here. So just make your point. If you have a point to make, just make it. But you can't interrogate the presiding officer, honorable members.
Okay. Honorable Speaker, through you to the House.
No,
why are we still here?
You cannot ask the House honorable member. Please just make your point.
I'm making
if you
my
are
point,
advising us, just do the advice. But when you are
Honorable
asking
Speaker,
a question
before the break,
yes,
you have told us there is no sitting. I mean, there is no quorum for this sitting.
No voting quorum.
What voting? The vote takes place in a sitting where there is a quorum.
No, there is a sitting quorum and there is a voting quorum.
Honorable Speaker, in terms of the rule,
very good. Do that.
A quorum is only established once. And I thought at the beginning when we sat, there was a quorum in this House. You then announced that we do not have a quorum. And I was seated here and I put on my light, trying to understand as to where are we going and where we are. So at the beginning when we started, 2, I thought there was a quorum here. In terms of the rules. And then later, I'm hearing there is no quorum. And then after that, we are again, do we now have a quorum?
Yeah, honorable member, please don't ask questions. Just make your point, because you may be making a useful point. Just make the point and say, I have a point of procedures to make. This is what transpires. This is not in alignment with this rule, and this is what I think is the correct.
Okay.
But what we are doing now is not helping us.
Okay, Honorable Speaker, let me cool down a little bit. In terms of Rule 115, okay, Rule 115, read with Rule 114, as derivative of Article 53 of the Constitution. Rule 115, sub-rule 5, specifically tells us the calling of a quorum or a quorum calling is only done once during the same sitting. And I thought then the quorum was established because we need to be principled. And Honorable Speaker, I've been trying to say this. Whether I like the manner in which a particular member behaves or not, I sit down and I place my reliance on the presiding officer to help make the ruling in terms of the rules. But to the extent that, Honorable Speaker, when we subject ourselves to obedience and the dictations of the floor and the decorum of the House, but we are not getting assistance from somebody that has the constitutional authority to protect each one of us here from either, unnecessary nuisance or, procedural abuse, we will assume the authority upon ourselves, Honorable Speaker. And that's what I want to guard against.
Yeah. Honorable Member, you are now really just out of order. You were raising an important
But Honorable
point.
Speaker, others have been out of order for so long.
I'm calling you. You can rise on a point of order and point that one out. What I'm saying to you is for you, Honorable Member, to insinuate that I have been prejudiced against you, I reject that one. But I am not aware of any request you have made that I have declined. If you want to rise and raise a point of procedure as you are doing, just do it straight so that we understand it properly. Don't mix it with other accusations against the presiding officer. So just summarize the ruling, the point that you are making. What are you saying? Just in short, to the straight. This is what the problem is, and this is my point in terms of this rule, so that I can make a ruling.
Honorable Speaker, once the quorum is established, in a sitting it only gets to be established once.
Of the voting, just go to that point so that we understand.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
No, just say it, Honorable
Right
Member.
now, if you call for a voting here, Honorable Speaker, and Emmanuel Weiss decides he is getting out of the venue because I do not want to, for whatever reason, the quorum is already established in terms of this rule.
Good, just make that point. Nobody is arguing with you.
Honorable Speaker, is what I'm making.
Okay, but you went to attack the presiding officer and ask questions. You could just have gotten and make that point.
No, Honorable Speaker, I've really tried to be very nice to you and respect your authority. I have really tried to do so. I don't want to.
That's a very important point.
I want to maintain that to respect your seat, Honorable Speaker.
The respect for the institution. Thank you very much.
Yeah, your seat.
Yeah, my seat.
Okay.
So if you don't like my ruling, not only you, all the members, I agree with you. If you don't like the ruling or the expression of a person, you don't have to disrespect the institution, including the chair. So the point that I'm making to Honorable Weiss and to every other member is, if you ask for the floor and you are not given the floor, you want to make a point of procedure, you draw the attention of the presiding officer. If you get the floor to do that, then you just make your point of procedure in a clear way so that we understand what you are saying. Because what you are now saying is that the vote cannot be, the vote cannot, there was a quorum. That's what you are saying. So the votes can be counted and a decision can be taken. That's what you are saying. Yeah. So now, in terms of the rules, when a point of order or procedure is put, the presiding officer will make a ruling, provided that he or she may also allow some inputs from the floor. So that's just a clear point that was made. And there is I see there is a list here. Honorable Ampanda, is it on that issue or something else? Because I would want to conclude that matter. Honorable Ampanda?
Yes. Well, Honorable Speaker, really, we may appear rowdy to some people, but the truth is that we also try our level best. You know, as a human being, no matter what you say, you will sit in a situation where a person has already made up their mind. It sits with a problem. And we keep rising on this floor to be able to say that there is a problem. And the problem must be addressed. That problem is never addressed.
Can you set that?
Okay, that's one. Number two, well, we can go into the matter that Honorable Emmanuel is talking about. Whether we agree or don't agree, that's not where the debate emerges. The debate emerges when issues of majorities and decisions of the Assembly are guided by two articles. The first article is Article 53 on the quorum. Honorable Speaker, the first provision that has to do with the quorum is established by Article 53(1) that speaks of the number 49. The preposition that we are being invited to is to say that if there was a quorum at 2:30, then after that there are 5 people. 5 people can take a decision. It's an absurdity. Not only that it's an absurdity, the constitutional provision in terms of Article 67 is very clear. It says clearly, save for as provided in this Constitution, a simple majority of votes cast in the National Assembly shall be sufficient passage for 2 things. 1, any bill. 2, or resolution of the Assembly. So the issue does not even arise to say that all of a sudden, if there was a quorum at 2:30, 2 people can continue to pass bills because the quorum was established at 2:30. But that's not the only issue. But the issue also, that would be a simplistic understanding of the concern. I'm not his spokesperson, the concern that Honorable Emmanuel is talking about. The problem is bigger. The problem is bigger that as a member of this Assembly, can it be correct that regardless of what you say, it doesn't matter?
Yeah, that's the problem of this.
That's the context of the Assembly. When a person simply just say, like what happened before the break.
Can you round up, Honorable?
Yes, like what happened before the break. A member here indicated that, what if I want to vote? Protect me. The member called, protect me. There are candidates from my party. The party leader is a candidate. What if I don't believe in the abilities of my party leader?
Yes, honorable member.
So then the member simply saying that.
Round up, I gave you 1 minute and it's over. Yeah, so now you have 30 seconds.
So then the member says there, protect me. I want to cast my vote in terms of the Constitution, in terms of Article 17, the political rights that I have. Nothing happens. Then you just hear, okay.
No, I ruled. Okay, just finalize so I can answer you.
But why are you answering? I'm just contributing.
Your time is up. I gave you 1 minute, honorable member. I want to give 1 minute to each of the members on the list to make a point of procedure or to comment to what was said here so that I can try to come to a conclusion. Because we can't have a debate about a procedure.
Honorable Emmanuel spoke for 5 minutes. I had the timer here. I had the timer.
No, I didn't time that one, honorable member. You know, I am so flexible that people are actually complaining that the flexibility is too much. Honorable Sankwasa, 1 minute, please, Secretariat. Let me not remind you again.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I am just registering my concern as a citizen and a member of this House. The Namibian people spend hours in the queue, toiling in the sun to vote for members here. But from 2:30 that we are sitting here, we have not debated a single thing. We didn't do anything. It is what people voted for. That's my registering.
Yeah.
I'm registering with everybody.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you
Honorable
so much.
Member. Now I will have only those three that are here and then I'll make a ruling there. Honorable Emmanuel, Honorable Shitana, Honorable Hengari. Yeah, Honorable Emmanuel, 1 minute.
Honorable Speaker,
yes.
Here is the reading of Article 53. The presence
of the Constitution.
Yes, the presence of at least 37 members of the National Assembly entitled to vote. The presence, other than the Speaker or the presiding officer, shall be necessary to constitute a meeting, okay, of the National Assembly for the exercise of its power and the performance of its function, okay? Now, the rules which are again enacted in terms of the Constitution define what a sitting is. And it tells us that a sittings means the period.
Oh, Honorable Member, the time now, time? What? Yeah. Yeah, it's okay, yeah. Okay, 1 second. Honorable Member, please let's not prolong. Just say, then they read together with rules so. Yeah, because I'm challenged. Go ahead, Honorable Member.
Honorable Speaker,
yes.
Do you want me to stand and come dance in front of you? As the others do in this house. I respect your authority. And I'm saying, I think we need to get to a point where we are speaking sense to one another before we get into an ugly face.
Yes, Honorable.
I'm not getting personal.
Honorable Member, allow them. I know, I saw that. I'm not responsible.
You know, Honorable Speaker, I am trying to help.
Yeah.
Okay, Honorable Speaker, what I'm saying, the definition of a sitting, it means a period between the time when the presiding officer takes the chair and the time when the assembly is next adjourned for business on any day. And it's for that reason, Honorable Speaker, that I have then referred you to Rule 115 to say, unless you have left that seat to adjourn the business, the quorum that is established between the time that you assume your seat and adjournment, the quorum is established. If, for argument's sake, no,
honorable members, don't argue. Let the member please just summarize and take a seat, and then I will defer my ruling.
Honorable Speaker, a person that stands up and goes to the convenience room, it's not marked absent. For the purpose of the proceeding of this House. The rules, Honorable Karonda, I respect you. I want to maintain that. Yeah. So there is no rule in terms of this rule, Honorable Speaker, that tells us that because I do not want to vote, I can then decide to stand and just walk out of the door. You won't find it in any rule. So we are authoring our own rule, and we must just admit whether we like it or not.
Thank you, Honorable Member. I will defer my ruling on that one because I need to refer and seek advice. Yeah, now on that issue, a ruling is deferred. Now I will invite comment on other issues, not on this one, because this one is deferred now. It's taking up too much time. We are debating back and forth. So now we were on notices of questions. Huh? Or we were on reports. Reports of standing or select committees. Reports of standing and select committees. Other reports and papers? Okay. Yes, Honorable Shafuda.
Honorable Speaker, honorable members, I move without notice in terms of Rule 222(1)A of the Standing Rules and Order that the reports of the Auditor General on the accounts of the Ministry of Agriculture, Water and Land Reform, Department of Water for the financial year ended 31 March 2025, Anti-Corruption Commission for the financial year ended 31 March 2025, Department of Works of the Ministry of Works and Transport for the financial year ended 31 March 2025, Electoral Commission of Namibia for the financial year ended 31 March 2025, Ministry of Industrialization and Trade for the financial year ended 31 March 2025, Namibia Broadcasting Corporation for the financial year ended 31 March 2025, National Planning Commission for the year ended March 31st of the year 2025, Office of the Prime Minister for the financial year ended 31 March 2025, and the Village Council of States for the financial year ended 30 June 2021, be referred to the Standing Committee on Public Accounts for examination of the audited financial statements. I so move, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, table the report, Honorable Member. Okay. Honorable Hengari, is that notice of other reports and papers? Okay. So notices of any other reports and papers? None? Okay, notice of questions? Oh, there is a report. Honorable Balotti. Honorable members, we must only press the button when the item is called so that we don't get mixed up.
Honorable Speaker, I move without notice in terms of Rule 222(1)B of the Standing Rules and Orders that the NAMCOL annual reports for 24-25, as well as the NAMCOL executive summary annual report for 24-25 be referred to the relevant parliamentary standing committee for evaluation and examination. I so move, Honorable Speaker.
Please table the report. Yes, Honorable.
Yeah, I just want to direction, because so that we are clear, in terms of the 222, the report is tabled by the minister, or I guess the delegate of the minister, and then once tabled, is moved without notice to go to the committee. Are we, for purpose of our record, are we, because the mover, the one who tables the report, have already moved without notice, just so that we are clear that that NAMCO report in terms of 222. So once tabled in the assembly, would then be on the motion without notice. So are we taking that as a motion without notice? Because in the content of what he's saying that it be referred to the committee, which is correct, but we just don't want to have a situation where the report does not get tabled to the committee because there was nobody who moved without notice.
Where does it say it's automatically referred to?
That provision is in 222, Speaker.
Annual reports and audited financial statements of statutory bodies must be referred on motion without notice to the standing committee. Must be referred on notice for examination of audited financial statement or to an appropriate jurisdiction. Okay, so let me defer my ruling on that one.
No, there's no ruling, Speaker. Is that the minister is correct, deputy minister is correct to table the report. What he's saying, you are saying time. Oh, time. So So the minister is correct to table the report. What I'm raising for the attention of the speaker is that in his tabling, he says the report must be referred to the relevant parliamentary standing committee. Now, usually what happened, why we had reports that are clustered here, is because apparently nobody moved without notice. Nobody moved without notice that it must be tabled. That's why some other reports, Honorable Shafuda, when she tabled, she did not say what should happen. So there's actually nothing complicated, nothing wrong. It's just...
Okay, so what is your question again?
Is it not, perhaps, just so that we confirm, it's not necessary for anybody to rise without notice that the report be referred to the relevant parliamentary committee because he has said it already.
Yeah,
in case we are going to have some procedural things, then we move it then in terms of 222 without notice that it goes there, but he has already said it. So if we endorse what he has said, so that report automatically go to the committees. The reason why I'm raising is that we've had ECN report that are staggered, that are on the order paper, and they are not going to the committee because nobody moved.
Yeah,
and the committee is waiting for it.
Thank you. That's why I stand by what I said. To say this member here has requested that the report be referred to a committee. You are saying that the formulation of the provision in terms of which the report is tabled says the reports are automatically referred. It is that part. Okay, let me just refer. That's why I'm saying I want to defer my ruling. I don't want to have a debate on the issue. Just let me defer my ruling, and this one is tabled and referred to a specific committee. Yeah? Yeah. Then we proceed. Honorable Hengari. Okay, now I think we are on questions. I don't know.
And it's oral.
Yeah, no, okay. Then Honorable Mongo.
I hereby give notice that on Thursday, the 3rd of September 2026, I shall ask the Minister of Works and Transport, Honorable Bacon Ekundi, the following. Honorable Speaker, road safety is a legitimate and important responsibility of the state. However, citizens are expected to comply with laws and regulations that are clear, consistent, and properly enforced. It has come to my attention that certain high-intensity spotlights and auxiliary vehicle lighting systems are openly imported, approved for entry into Namibia, and sold through various businesses. Yet motorists who purchase and install some of these products are later issued traffic fines when using them on public roads. This situation raises concern about possible gap between importation controls, product approval processes, public awareness, and traffic law enforcement. Citizens who lawfully purchase products available on the Namibian market should not be placed in a position where they unknowingly violate the law due to a lack of coordination between government agencies. I therefore ask, will the Minister inform the House whether the Ministry has regulations or standards governing the importation, approval, sale, and use of vehicle spotlight and auxiliary lighting system in Namibia? If such regulation exists, why are lighting products that are not permitted for use on public roads allowed to be imported, cleared through customs, and sold to members of the public? Does the Ministry consult or coordinate with other relevant authorities responsible for import control and consumer protection to ensure that prohibited vehicle accessories are not freely available on the Namibian market? What measures has the Ministry taken to educate the public and retailers about the vehicle lighting system are legal and which are prohibited before enforcement action is taken? And lastly, will the Ministry consider introducing clearer labelling requirements for vehicle lighting products indicating whether they are approved for use on public roads in Namibia? I so submit.
Yes, please table the questions. Yeah, so please set the time. Honorable Karangura.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker. In respect of accountability and good governance, I hereby give notice that on Thursday, the 3rd of September 2026, I shall ask the Minister of Defense, Veterans Affairs the following questions. Honorable Minister in absentia, there is a concern of allocation of government construction work and the impact of current procurement practices on the sustainability of local construction businesses, particularly small and medium-sized enterprises. The construction sector in Namibia is presently operating under considerable economic pressure, with limited availability of projects and increasing financial strain on local contractors. However, concerns have been raised by industry stakeholders regarding the manner in which certain government construction contracts are being allocated, particularly those awarded to August 26 Construction Pty Limited. These concerns relate to transparency, competition, and the equitable participation of local businesses in public procurement processes. It has been further flagged that a significant portion of government construction work is being channeled through a single entity, and that much of this work is subsequently subcontracted to other companies. This has a serious negative implication on employment, economic inclusion, and long-term sustainability of Namibia's construction industry. Honourable Minister, based on this background, I ask the following questions. 1. How many government construction contracts have been awarded to August 26 construction during the past 5 financial years, and what is the total monetary value of those contracts? 2. Were these contracts awarded through open competitive tender? If not, what procurement methods, legal or policy basis were these contracts awarded directly to August 26 construction without competitive bidding? Number 3, what percentage of work awarded to August 26 construction is subsequently subcontracted to other companies? Can the minister table before this parliament a full list of subcontractors engaged by August 26 construction on government-funded projects during the past 5 years? And lastly, number 4, does August 26 construction possess the technical capacity and resources to execute the projects awarded to it without relying extensively on subcontractors? If so, provide that database or that list there too. I so submit, Honourable Speaker.
Yes, please table the question. Yes, Honourable Hishono.
Thank you so much, Honourable Speaker. I hereby give notice that on Thursday, 9th July 2026, I shall ask the Minister of Education, Innovation, Youth, Sport, Art and Culture, Honourable Sanet Senkamp, the following. Honourable Speaker, this House appropriated funds for sport bodies under the appropriation bill. Yet, the directive from the Ministry has halted that funding. I therefore ask, under what authority can an administrative directive override an appropriation of this House? What rationale informed this directive? And will it be tabled before us? How does the Minister intend to honor the administration's commitment to sport and the youth empowerment while funds remain withheld? And by what date will the appropriated funds be released to the sport bodies? Honourable Speaker, these questions came by because we heard so many times that...
Honourable Member, just pose your question. Continue with your question or table it.
I so submit.
Yeah, please. Honourable Kandorodo. Yeah, Honourable Hengombe.
I hereby give notice that on 25 September 2026, I shall ask the Minister of Industries, Mines and Energy, Honourable Modesto Samutse, the following. According to recent reports, Australian-listed Celsius Resources has agreed to sell its 95% interest in the Opuo copper and cobalt project to Chinalco Mining for approximately 250 million Namibian dollars. Subject to shareholder approval, Namibian government approval and renewal of the exclusive prospecting licenses. The project reportedly contains an estimate of 260,000 tons of cobalt and 970,000 tons of copper. Now I ask, can the Honorable Minister explain to this House how the government justifies the disposal of control over a strategic cobalt and copper asset to a foreign state-owned company for approximately 250 million Namibian dollars? And what measurable economic return Namibia is expected to receive in exchange for surrendering future control over these strategic mineral resources? I so submit, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, please table the question. Honorable Klute, no, just one moment.
You said I should answer, but he's tabling.
Yes, Honorable Klute.
Honorable Speaker, I hereby give notice that on the 3rd of September 2026, I shall ask the Honorable Minister of Industries, Mines and Energy, by Government Notice number 235 in Government Gazette number 8969 of the 3rd of July 2026, the Minister determined under Section 49 3B of the Competition Act 2003 to suspend until further notice conditions 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 5 and 6.3 of the Namibian Competition Commission's determination, which restricted Nasan Energy's Pty Limited from sourcing petroleum products from Vitol. Will the Honourable Minister inform the August House whether, as the schedule to Government Notice number 235 records no representations were received during the review, and whether the Minister sought or obtained the views of the Namibian Competition Commission before suspending the Commission's own conditions? B, whether apart from the founding affidavit and supporting documents of Nasan Energy's Pty Limited, the Minister received any independent evidence displacing the Commission's finding that the merger was likely to result in the prevention or substantial lessening of competition. C, given that Annexure A relies as a material change in circumstances on the government's appointment of a single bulk supplier, whether the Minister confirms that supplier is Vitol Bahrain EC, and how the appointment of Vitol can be a lawful and rational ground under Article 18 of the Constitution for suspending a condition designed to prevent Vitol concentration. D, whether the Minister will table before this House the full review record, the application, the founding of affidavit and supporting documents, and the reasons in Annex together with any assessment obtained from the Commission. And finally, by what date and on what defined criteria the suspension until further notice will lapse or be reconsidered, given that Government Notice number 235 sets no time limit and no conditions for reinstatement. I so submit.
Please table the questions. Honourable Member. Honourable Susiku.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker, for the floor. Honourable Speaker and Honourable Members, I hereby give notice that on Thursday, the 9th of July 2026, I shall ask the Honourable Minister of Health and Social Services, Honourable Lubindao, the following questions. Honourable Minister, the World Trade Organization's Doha Declaration on the Trade-Related Intellectual on Property Rights TRIPS Agreement and Public Health provides flexibilities that allow eligible member states to promote access to affordable medicines, including supporting local pharmaceutical manufacturing under certain conditions, such as clear national pharmaceutical policy and a capable medicine regulatory authority, among others. It is on this background that I would like to ask the following questions. One, can the Honourable Minister inform this House what steps Namibia has taken to utilize these flexibilities to strengthen local pharmaceutical production? 2. Has the ministry conducted any feasibility study or developed a policy framework to support local production of essential medicines in Namibia? If so, what were the findings? And if not, when does the ministry intend to undertake such work? 3. Given the recurring shortages of essential medicine in public health facilities, when does the ministry intend to begin partnering with other international organizations or licensing capable local manufacturers to produce selected essential medicines within Namibia? Question 4. Does the ministry have a strategy to reduce Namibia's dependency on imported medicines, particularly in the light of global supply chain disruptions that have contributed to medicine shortages in recent years? Finally, what legislative, regulatory, or financial barriers currently prevent local pharmaceutical manufacturers from producing medicines in Namibia? And what steps is the ministry taking to address these barriers? Honorable Speaker, I so submit.
Yes, please table the question. Yes, and the last one is Honorable Kanguru.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I hereby give notice that on Thursday, the 9th of July 2026, I shall ask the Honorable Prime Minister of our Republic the following question. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Member, while thousands of young Namibians sit at home with degrees, diplomas, and various professional qualifications, including graduate from UNAM, NAT, International University of Management, that's IUM, and other institutions of higher ed. We continue to witness the very concerning threat. Individuals who have already reached the retirement age are being granted extension or recalled to active position within the public service. The Public Service Act, Act 13 of 1995, specifically Section 24(1), read as follows, and I quote, public servants must retire at the age of 60 years, unquote. Clearly stated that employees to retire from the public service upon attaining the retirement age. Retirement, Honorable Speaker, is not a punishment, but is a dignified stage that marks the completion of one's service. It exists to allow renewal, succession, and a generational transition within the institution of government. National building must be integrational, but it must not only be intentional. We cannot continue to speak about youth empowerment that our prime ministers mostly speak about youth empowerment, while recycling the opportunities among those that are already served their time in the public service. Why should we take advantage of the vibrant, capable, and qualified young Namibians who are eager to contribute to the development of our country? If we are serious about addressing youth unemployment and create path on the generational, then we must ensure that the retirement policy are respected on our kicker. I therefore, in that respect, ask the following question. Why are we recalling individuals from retirement occupying positions that our young, capable, and energetic Namibians are ready to qualify to fill? What specific criteria are put in place to determine the appointment of the reappointing of retired individuals into the public service? Does the government assess the impact of such appointment on youth empowerment and long-term saving planning within the public sector? Are there existing policies on regulatory framework regarding the post-retirement appointment in the public institution? If so, can it be tabled in this House? Finally,
Honorable Member,
at a time when youth unemployment is the last one, unemployment remains one of the most facing Namibia. What message are we sending to those young, qualified youth who are ready to
Now, honorable members, in terms of Rule 135, 1, the presiding member may, and that's the word that I underline, may allow time for urgent oral question. It's not mandatory. Yeah, I can see now it's past 5, and we are still just asking questions. Although, when the presiding officer allows on the basis of discretion, he or she may allow such question for no more than 20 minutes, but she can decide to not do so. So given the time that has been spent on non-order paper issues, I am not going to allow urgent oral questions today. Yeah. Now I move on notices of motions. Okay, none. I see the same list. Not okay. Honorable Lucato.
Mr. Speaker, today, Tuesday, 7 July 2026, I hereby give notice that on Tuesday, 1st September 2026, I shall move that this August House discuss and agree to table the motion, the installation of police CCTV technology surveillance cameras in all streets across Namibia. I so move, Honourable Speaker.
Okay, table the motion, Honourable Member. Yes. Honourable Hifikwa. Okay. Honourable Kalangula.
Thank you so much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, honourable members, this motion urges the government through the Minister of Works and Transport to address the critical shortage and high attrition rate of qualified technical professions within the Ministry of Works and Transport. I hereby give notice that on Wednesday, the 2nd September 2026, I shall move to debate on the review of the recruitment, condition of service, and retention of technical professionals in the Ministry of Works and Transport, and that this matter be referred to the relevant parliamentary standing committee. I so move, Honourable Speaker.
Please table this motion. Honourable Cooper.
Honourable Speaker, I move without notice. In terms of Rule 124H, read together with Rule 76(1)D of the Standing Rules, Orders and Internal Arrangements of the National Assembly, that leave of absence be granted to Honourable Modesto Samutse, Honourable Veiko Nekundi, Honourable Selma Shipala Musavi, Honourable Dr. Sanet Steenkamp, Honourable Inka Samwani, Honourable Ephraim Nekongo, Honourable Emma Teophilis, Honourable Alto Felipe, from 7th to the 10th of July 2026, while on official business. I so move, Honourable Speaker.
Yes, please table the motion. Yes, Honourable Klute.
Honourable Speaker, I give notice that on Thursday, the 3rd of September 2026, I shall move that this Assembly notes, mindful that under Article 40I, the Cabinet must report to this House on international agreements the Republic concludes, and that under Article 63(2)E, it is this Assembly that agrees to their ratification. The rising volume and pace of binding treaties, sovereign debt agreements, and major state contracts, including long-term resource concessions and oil and gas fiscal agreements, that would bind Namibians not yet born, entered into or contemplated by the Executive without prior scrutiny by this House, and resolves to give effect to Article 63, 100 and 144 of the Constitution, under which the resources of our continental shelf and exclusive economic zone belong to the state, and no international agreement binds the Republic except, subject to the Constitution, that every significant international treaty, sovereign debt agreement, and major state contract and in particular every long-term resource concession and oil and gas fiscal agreement be laid before, debated by, and where the Constitution so requires, ratified by this Assembly before it takes binding effect, and that the public register of all such instruments be established and maintained. I so submit.
Honorable Hengombe.
Honorable Speaker, in accordance to standing rules, orders, and internal arrangements of the National Assembly, Rule 122, Rule 123, I move that on 22 September 2026, this House discuss and debate that the government adopt a comprehensive national critical minerals strategy that promotes beneficiation, downstream manufacturing, responsible export controls, investment in battery industries, job creation, and value addition to Namibia's strategic mineral resources. I so move, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, please table the motion. Yes, the last one is Honorable Jonas.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I hereby give notice that on the 8th September 2026, I shall move a motion for this House to debate the need to strengthen urban and rural tree planting and greening initiatives across local authorities, village councillors, regional councils, settlement and rural areas in the Republic of Namibia. That the House should recognize that trees and green spaces are critical national assets that contribute to climate change, mitigation and adaptation by improving air quality, conserving biodiversity, protecting natural resources, and promoting healthier and more resilient communities. That this House should acknowledge that while government and other stakeholders have undertaken tree planting and environmental conservation initiatives, these efforts remain fragmented and insufficient to address Namibia's environmental challenges. A coordinated national approach is therefore required to strengthen tree planting and greening initiatives across urban and rural areas in support of Namibia's commitment to environmental sustainability, climate resilient, biodiversity conservation, and the protection of future generations. Further, I shall move that this motion be referred to the relevant Parliamentary Standing Committee for a comprehensive investigation and report to this House. I so move, Honorable Speaker.
Please take the motion. Yes. Any ministerial statements? Reports from the Committee of the Whole Assembly and consequential proceedings. Orders of the day. The Secretary will read the first order of the day.
Resumption of the debate on nomination of Dr. Gerson Sidano for appointment as chairperson and Dr. Emerencia Leonard and Ms. Julieta Diva Ferreira as members of the Electoral Commission of Namibia.
Yes, when this Assembly adjourned on Wednesday, the 1st of July 2026, The question before the Assembly was a motion by Honorable Shifeta that the motion be approved. Honorable Mvula was busy contributing to the debate, and he now has the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Good afternoon, honorable members. Honorable Speaker, honorable members, it is undeniable that the submission under review is a constitutional flaw and compels rectification for the submission to have or to enjoy the same conformity as what compels a President of the Republic under Article 30, which outlines the term of office and the oath to protect the supreme law of the country. Similarly, the debate on constitutionality of this matter must by all means bring itself to conformity with what the law prescribes to ultimately preserve the dignity of the standing rules of the National Assembly and its integrity. We can argue and counter such arguments, but the decorum of the House must at all material times be preserved. The records of our conduct today as the 8th Parliament will be referenced by our children as future leaders. Well, gazing back into the last two election events, the extension of the voting period from the 27th to the 30th of November in 2024 has brought the integrity of our elections into a serious question. Now compare that reality to the recent elections of 2025. Over 2.2 million voters or eligible voters registered, 2.7 million ballot papers were printed, and only 1.3 million or 1.4 million voters cast their votes, presenting less, obviously, than 50% turnout of registered voters. What a severe waste of public funds. The election exercise of 2025 was ironically caused by nothing else than the logistical failure, such as insufficient ballot papers, long unbearable queues, as some of us queued up in Ruakana, and the illegal extension of voting hours, but limited to 36 carefully selected locations in Windhoek, Kunene, Oshana, and Shikoto regions. As if that was not enough, technical problems related to the use, overheating, and freezing of tablets, which ECN Commission had given a guarantee to political parties during the political liaison committee, which I attended, presented that these gadgets were safe and reliable. That guarantee has turned out to be a hoax. The same commission that the appointee in question served on, presented no credible account of why it failed as a commission in its constitutional duty. Honorable Speaker, the concern expressed by the citizens and the opposition alike are not about Gerson Sindano as an individual. It is about what appears to be a growing failure to subject the executive appointments to proper parliamentary scrutiny. The objections raised by the fellow members on this side of the aisle in respect of the ECN appointment are legal questions that deserve proper consideration. The concern is that the process does not comply to the Constitution and the Electoral Act, including the appointment procedure under the President or undertaken by the President in terms of the tenure requirement and the transparency of the selection process. The aforementioned are precisely the kind of issues Parliament exists to interrogate, not simply endorse or to endorse. Honorable Speaker, we have seen other high-profile appointments, including the ACC, proceed with very little public scrutiny, creating a perception that the recommendations originating from the State House are increasingly treated as decisions to be ratified rather than tested. We are fast approaching a situation where recommendations or consultation will become mere words, and if this continues, it will become a norm. On the backdrop of this debate, I thus and wholeheartedly must echo the call by fellow members for the relevant committee to actualize Rule 29 of the committee standing rules in order and declassify the records of the procession of the selection committee pertaining to both the application and the interview process. I so submit.
This, oh, thank you. Yes, Honorable Hishono.
That's what it is. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I also want to air my voice on this topic. The question before this House is not whether Dr. Gerson Sindano is an accomplished academic or a person of integrity. That's not what we are talking about. It is whether Parliament can, in good conscience, approve this nomination while serious legal and governance questions remain unanswered. First, Parliament has a constitutional duty to safeguard the independence and the credibility of the Electoral Commission of Namibia. The ECN derives its legitimacy not only from the law, but also from the confidence of political parties and the public. We must have that confidence. Any appointment that attracts credible legal concerns must be subject to rigorous scrutiny rather than automatic approval. Second, there are unresolved questions regarding whether the appointment process complies with the Constitution and the Electoral Act. Parliament should not overlook concerns about whether a serving commissioner can be appointed chairperson in the manner proposed, or whether the position ought to have gone through a transparent selection process. Approving the nomination without resolving these questions risks exposing the institution to future legal challenges, costly challenges. Third, the ECN must be beyond reproach. Even the perception that process lacked transparency or fairness can undermine public trust, your voters, my voters, in the institution responsible for administering elections. Parliament has a responsibility to prevent such uncertainty, not to reinforce it. Fourth, approving a contested nomination without demanding a clear legal justification sets an undesirable precedent. It suggests that procedural questions can be ignored whenever there is a political support for a nominee. Constitutional governance requires Parliament to uphold both the letter and the spirit of law. For these reasons, this House, I advise you, all of us, should not approve the nomination until all legal procedural concerns have been fully addressed. We are not just saying don't do it, we are saying until fully addressed and the Parliament is satisfied that the appointment process is unquestionable, lawful, transparent, and consistent with the Constitution. This is not a judgment on Dr. Sindano. Don't get me wrong. It's not. But it is a defense of the integrity, independence, and the credibility of Namibia's electoral institutions. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Amkoto.
Yeah, thank you, Honorable Speaker. I also rise to contribute to this motion. The Electoral Commission of Namibia is entrusted with protecting the integrity of our democracy. Its leadership must inspire confidence among all Namibians, regardless of political affiliation. The 2024 presidential and National Assembly election were marked by significant operational challenges include long delay, logistical shortcomings, and widespread public criticism of the electoral process. Honorable Speaker, this challenge led to the serious concern about the credibility and management of the elections. Honorable Speaker, Dr. Gelson Sindano was serving as a commissioner of the Electoral Commission during this period. While responsible for electoral administration, might not rest on one individual alone. It is responsible for Parliament to consider the performance of the institution during his tenure when evaluating his suitability for evaluation to the position of a chairperson. Honorable Speaker, promotion to the highest leadership position of the Commission should not be automatic. Parliament must ask whether the leadership that oversaw a deeply contested electoral process has demonstrated the level of performance requested to restore and strengthen public confidence in our electoral system. Honorable Speaker, at a time when many Namibians continue to seek reassurance regarding the management of election, this House should be prioritize renewal, accountability, and public trust. Approving a serving commissioner as a chairperson who was part of the commission during the 2024 election risks sending the message that serious shortcomings carry no consequences. Honorable Speaker, public confidence in election is the foundation of democracy. Where confidence has been weakened, Parliament has a duty to ensure that appointments to the Electoral Commission contribute toward rebuilding that trust. For this reason, I totally reject this appointment and this motion.
Honorable Speaker, Section 5 of the Electoral Act stipulates exactly what must happen from the beginning up to the end of the process where we are now as Parliament. And Section 5 stipulates who should start the process and then further it up to the President and then to the National Assembly. And from what we know as Namibians, we have seen that this is one of the processes that was above board, because these commissioners were being interviewed in the public eye. Everybody of us saw this. You can go and review it if you so wish. Our problem when we talk about these issues, we go from the process and then we focus on individuals. And I don't think that is the way we should be debating these things, because we are now personalizing issues with the names that were handed by the President to the National Assembly. Therefore, the documents also that were being requested in this House, which I heard that they should be submitted, is not a function of the National Assembly to request for administrative documents. These documents are a domain, yes. These documents are a domain of the selection committee. So if you are aggrieved, no, I cannot be ordered. The speaker, I'm on the floor.
Yes, I protect the member. He's on the floor.
I'm on the floor.
Yes, the member
I'm
is
saying,
contributing. Yeah.
if you are not satisfied with the process, that is the issue of the selection committee. It has nothing to do with the National Assembly. So I suggest we proceed and appoint the commissioners as have been nominated and approved by the President. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Hemba.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I think it's very important to emphasize what has been said earlier by the honorable members who spoke before me, that it should not be mistaken for a trial of Dr. Sindano's character, competence, or qualifications. The questions before this House is not whether he is an educated man or an accomplished professional, and this is very important for the benefit of the appointing authority, the public in general, and those who love him, including myself. So, by all public accounts, he possesses an impressive academic credentials and has served this country in various capacities. But however, Honorable Speaker, the Electoral Commission is unlike any other ordinary public institution. It is therefore a protector of our democracy. That is why Article 94B of our Constitution places such an importance on the Commission's independence. Having said so, Honorable Speaker, its independence must not only exist in laws, yes, but it must also be visible in practice and convincing the Namibian people, including those ordinary citizens in the villages.
You don't understand, eh?
Several constitutional concerns have been raised during this debate. It has been publicly stated that he was appointed as a commissioner in 2022 for a fixed 5-year term, reportedly ending in 2027. Now, Honorable Speaker, the Constitution does not convincingly express itself whether Dr. Sindano can indeed serve as a chairperson and at the same time as a commissioner, at the same time, whatever it is. Yes. So that is a concern, Honorable Speaker. Like I said, the ECN itself, ECN itself. Yes, I'm saying the Constitution are not written, to answer every question. But however, because of this constraint of time, Honorable Speaker, I would like to end by saying that let us not debate. Yes, let us not debate by saying that let's not debate. Things must just be pushed through because
you are also out of order too. You were sitting when I came here. You are out of order.
How we want it to be bad.
No, you.
Honorable Speaker, it's very important. It's very important.
You are just disturbing the member who is on the floor. Yeah, is the member. Have you concluded your contribution?
Yeah, no, I'm about to conclude, Honorable Speaker.
By who?
I mean, that distinction is very important. Many distinguished public servants have been whatever they are. I wanted to stress the fact that we do not disqualify Dr. Sindano because of what is in the public domain, but we are just saying the procedures must be followed according to the laws that upheld our.
Honorable Lutuhe, thank you.
I think.
Honorable Lutuhe.
Yes, procedure.
Yes, you have to.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Speaker. Let me add my voice to this discussion. The Electoral Commission is one of the most important institutions of our country. It is responsible for ensuring that elections are fair, free, and credible. For this reason, The Commission must enjoy the trust of the public and all political parties. I said all political parties. The nomination of the chairperson has been strongly disputed by honorable members of this House. Many concerns have been raised during the debate. The fact that there is so much disagreement should not be ignored. The chairperson of the Electoral Commission must be someone whose integrity, independence, and credibility are beyond doubt. When an appointment is questioned, it creates uncertainty and reduces public confidence in the electoral process. Article 17 of the Constitution of the Republic of Namibia guarantees every citizen the right to free, fair, and regular elections. That right can only be protected if the institution responsible for conducting elections is trusted by the people. And then when we talk about the people, the political parties in this House are the representatives of the people. As members of this House, we have a responsibility to protect our democracy. We should not simply fill the position. We must appoint a person who is credible, impartial, and able to earn the confidence of all members in this House. For these reasons, I cannot support this nomination. I call on this House to follow a fair and transparency process and appoint a chairperson who will strengthen public trust in the Electoral Commission and our democracy. I should repeat again. This nomination is disputed. There is a lot of disagreement. So I do not support the nomination.
Honorable Hengombe. Honorable Hengombe.
Sit from your water.
Sit from your water.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Allow me to have a moment to contribute to this wonderful discussion. First and foremost, I would like to say that the Independent Patriot for Change unequivocally reject the appointment of Mr. Sindano as the Chief Executive Officer of the Electoral Commission of Namibia. This appointment comes at a time when the Electoral Commission should be restoring public confidence in Namibia's electoral system. Instead, it has chosen a course that has generated legitimate public concern and unnecessary controversy.
Exactly.
The leadership of the ECN must aspire unquestionable confidence, independence, and integrity.
Nothing of that.
Anything less undermines the democratic foundation upon which our republic is built. The Constitution of Namibia demands more than mere procedural compliance. It requires public institutions to exercise their powers lawfully. Listen to that. Lawfully, reasonably, transparently, and in the best interest of the sovereign. As an independent institution, constitutionality is very important. As an independent constitutional institution also, the ECN bears a heightened responsibility to ensure that every appointment to its executive leadership strengthens, not weakens. It strengthens, not weakens, the credibility of the electoral process. Article 18 of the Constitution guarantees that administrative bodies and administrative officials shall act fairly and responsibly and comply with the requirements imposed upon them by common law and any relevant legislation. Furthermore, Article 5 obliges every organ of state to respect, protect, and uphold the Constitution, while Article 95 calls for governance founded upon justice and accountability. The ECN cannot expect...
Member, on the, it's time now for knock-off. So on
Still 2 minutes.
Honorable Speaker,
there is a time. It's 17:45. So on the basis of automatic adjournment, honourable member, how much time do you have there?
You can start tomorrow.
I've got my time and I'll finish on my time.
Your time is over the knock-off time.
I can start over tomorrow, it's okay.
No, you not start over, you continue. Yeah, so on the basis of automatic adjournment, they have...
No, I'm not done, Honorable Speaker.
He must finish.